Agenda item 13 is consideration of conditional use permit case number CUP 13-008 Haven Lane BMX track to locate a building and build a dirt BMX bicycle track at 850 West Haven Lane in the professional business office. Mr. Seacrest.
Mayor, members of the council, it's a request brought forth by the city proposing a bicycle motocross track on this vacant lot just west of the Veterans Center on Haven Lane. It's nearly a 5-acre site. The site has been used as a receiving parcel for milled asphalt taken from road construction projects in town. And as you know, it is zoned professional business office. In this zone, parks and recreation areas and facilities are allowed as conditional uses. Conditional uses are uses that may be allowed at certain locations within a zone, or uses that might be appropriate under certain conditions. But it's a discretionary approval, the council's discretion, it's not by right. Generally, conditional use permits don't have time limits, and they run with the land once they're approved. In this case, we've suggested, the staff is recommending, a 1-year time limit on this, kind of as I guess a trial period to see how it goes, if it's used, if it functions without unwanted impacts, etc. And with that, we recommend opening the public hearing for comment.
Thank you, Mr. Seacrest. Before we begin on the public hearing, Ms. Hunt, I'm going to ask you a question so I don't get myself into big trouble here. Obviously, there's a number of people with some major concerns, or maybe think it's a great idea. I'm not sure. I haven't had an opportunity to speak to it. In speaking to Councilman Rapson, he has come up with a rather unique idea, and I think I like it. They would like to entertain the idea of putting this particular park at the location directly across from the rec center. Now, I don't know how they're going to vote. That's not my thing here. I don't know that, but I think it's a good idea. I think there is some consensus in speaking to council that there is some concern about the location on this. We can certainly we'll have to open the public hearing, I know that for sure. But I'm pretty sure in my thought, I'm not comfortable with the park over at Haven for a couple of reasons. And they've mentioned those without having a bathroom there and so on and so forth. But this alternative site would certainly allow for a bathroom as well as locations and abilities for the kids to ride their bikes on the trail system and not have to cross roads to get there. Correct? So am I okay in making that generalized statement before we open? Because I just did.
You asked me a question.
Ask the apology.
Okay, so if that's the case, then we will need to open this for public comment and then have a motion to drop it here. And if it's going to come back, it'll need to be back on the agenda so notice can be given that that's where we're going to put it.
Well, my other question would be, real quickly, then I can still question. I can ask Mr. Seacrest if there needs to be a zone change on that particular piece of property while we're sitting here.
Well,
I just did.
I believe it's on public facilities, so no zone change would be required.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know. I've pressed my limit. That being said, we'll open the public hearing on agenda item 13.
My name's Betsy Pullman, and I live at 322 Kelkim Street and have for over 17 years. It's the street right across from where the veterans and where that vacant lot is. In the past, we've had tumbleweeds blow into our neighborhood, and then when they cleared the tumbleweeds off, we've had dirt blow all up our streets and in our houses. And then we have the asphalt, and now if you're going to put a dirt back over the asphalt for the bikes to run on, I think we're gonna have dirt again because you know the wind blows here. And I have been to city council meeting many times. Billy Tanner's the only one that's probably seen me here many times. And I have come to the city council with legitimate problems and been promised that they would be taken care of. Not you guys, older ones. And promised that it would be taken care of and never was. Just pass the buck. But I think that you need to understand that there are a lot of older people who are retired, live down in our neighborhood. Yes, there are some families with little children, but not many. And there's many people down there that have breathing problems and health problems. And I just don't think we can afford to have a dirt track in our neighborhood at this time. And we need to keep it a residential neighborhood. Thank you.